The secret underground work of the most hidden, evil, and influential faction is beginning to get noticed. Today we will be giving you an in-depth analysis about the ministry and their motives. Isn't it weird how a certain faction want to drown the entire world? What do they gain from this even? So the ministry is a 1,000-year-old faction formed shortly after the tide's time period. It's a cult that worships the drowned gods and seeks to awaken them by causing mass drownings. The ministry members are proficient in shadowcast, a magic seen as cultish or taboo due to the usage of it by the hands of the ministry. This faction is ruled by the prophets of the ministry, where there are rumored to be 11 prophets in total, scaling by strength. The first prophet, which is the oldest and strongest one, who also founded the ministry, is the whole reason the ministry are doing what they are. So you might be asking, what does this man get in return for drowning the world? There's been a lot of theories about the ministry. One of the more common ones is that they are trying to become as inhuman as possible to live in a world post-drowning. Humanity is more of a mental state. The less morale, the less human. Throwing away your humanity for the sake of power is very common in the ministry. Even just the basic cult entries and ministry scouts are considered inhumane. The prophets of the ministry seem to have certain deformities hinting at their lack of humanity, such as Lord Regent's hidden monstrous eyes he keeps blindfolded. The theory suggests that the more inhuman, the more connected to the depths you are, which is true. But here's the catch. Earning the drowned god's favor and becoming inhuman will not save you from death once the drowned gods awake. This death is swift and instant, and is described as getting teleported to the sun. It is said that no living organism, depths or human, except Krulians, will live on after the drowned gods awaki, making the entire purpose of the ministry false. But this theory continues. The higher-ups of the ministry, which are the prophets, will become drowned gods along with the already existent ones. Somehow the ministry are trying to become drowned gods, allowing them to live in a world post-awakening. The prophets must be the only smart ones manipulating the entire ministry to follow them and grant their power. Seems legit, right? This theory might have been more plausible if not one little thing Archmage said. Archmage confirmed that a drowned god may influence their Deepwoken. And you know, compared to the theory of them trying to become a drowned god, which is never stated to be possible by the way, the matter of the first prophet being influenced or even controlled by the drowned god is more possible. Once enough great drownings happen and enough song has been abused, the drowned gods will finally awaken due to the great disturbance in the song, as if humanity has played the music too loud. The goal of the ministry is to finally wake the gods up and sink the world into the deep depths. Since we know the first prophet is a Deepwoken, although unknown to which god, we can infer that this god is using the first prophet as a vessel to speed up their awakening. So what does the rest of the ministry get out of this? What the hell does the rest of this cult believe in if they're all being tricked? Absolutely nothing. The rest of the ministry, including the prophets, are not getting absolutely anything from serving in it. They simply believe the drowned gods must spread their influence and the world must drown because of it. Whether they actually expect some sort of reward or not after death is unknown. But wait, that makes the theory stupid and it makes no sense, you probably said to yourself. Absolutely not. The ministry is quite literally known for being charismatic tricksters that can and will manipulate anyone for their end goal. These beings are walking 300 charisma builds that overcharm people just by speaking. It is highly likely that the majority of the ministry is simply brainwashed to believe that assisting the drowned gods with their drownings will save them after death or be rewarded. There is always a reason for every ministry soldier to serve. They most likely didn't come join a cult purely for genocidal reasons. Unless you're Lord Regent, I guess. He's simply looking for Canor extermination, which I fully support. What do you think about this theory? Do you think it's plausible to believe that the first prophet is controlled and the rest of the ministry are simply brainwashed and manipulated? Do you think the prophets actually know a method to become a Crulian or a drowned god? Let me know what you think in the comments.